Peacemaker Season 2 is back with a brand new episode, Episode 4, as we get an origin story for the dimensional door that we have been so interested in this season. Let's talk about everything this episode had with full spoilers. All right, maybe not your classic origin story, but origin story enough to know how Chris's father came into having the dimensional doors and that he wasn't the one who actually created it. It came from an alien race who either came to this planet to set it up or entered onto this planet through that dimensional door. And I am totally okay with that being the origin story. I don't need to know about this alien race, where they come from, how they created the tech. All I needed to know is how they got control of it, and this episode answered everything. Now, when it comes to the rest of the episode, look, I have been enjoying Season 2 of this show so far. I think Episode 4 was very strong, just like the previous 3 episodes. But I did walk away from this week's episode not really being wowed by a lot that this episode had. Yes, it's good. It moves the story forward. There was a lot of good character moments between some of our characters and pairings that we hadn't seen before, like Rick Flag Sr. and Amelia Harcourt. And there was a good fight between Chris and Judo Master. And the dimensional door stuff is the most interesting stuff that we have going on in the show. But I do at times feel like the show really isn't moving as quickly as I want it to. It kind of feels like they're taking their time a little bit too much. Not that I'm ever out of the show or feeling like I'm bored by it, but I really do feel like we can be moving things a lot faster. Like this episode, we didn't get the other Earth in this episode at all. And that is okay because he's not from that world, obviously. But it's the most interesting part of this season so far. And maybe that's 100% on me. Maybe I am completely wrong in thinking that way. But when I do look at the story specifically for Season 1 and Season 2, and I don't ever really like to compare because everything is just so different from each other. But when I do look at the stories, Season 1's goal was pretty clear. When it comes to Season 2 so far, we've kind of been flipping a little bit between Argus getting the dimensional door tech and Chris being involved with the other Earth. And I'm feeling this way right now because I don't know where it's really going and what the conclusion is going to look like. If it wraps itself up in a big, beautiful bow, I will be totally okay with how this season started. I just don't want it to feel shortchanged or rushed by the time we get to the end. This was a very different type of review this week, so I want to hear from you guys on your thoughts on Peacemaker Season 2, just kind of where everything is going right now. Yes, we can enjoy the characters and the funny moments and the relationships, but what do you think about the actual story? How do you feel about the direction it's currently headed and where we do think it's actually going to end up? Let me know down in the comments and hit that follow button for more TV review, ranking, and recommendation videos just like this one.